Hi, my name is Corinne Kavanaugh. I'm the District 5030 Social Media Committee Chair, and today I'm going to show you a very short video on how to create a Facebook group. The first thing to note is there are different types of social media that your club can choose to engage in. So you could choose to have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, or a LinkedIn group. One thing to note about a Facebook group is you can make it private, so you can make it a members only group with some of the same functionality as you might see on a Facebook page. Just note that you cannot schedule out posts in a group into the future, so you can't schedule, so that's a time saver normally if you are an administrator of a Facebook page that you are missing out on groups. However, you can make a group private. So here's an example of a Facebook group. This is Seattle 4 Rotary Club. You can see here it's a closed group. It's private because it says closed. And you can tell it's a group because it says joined, or if I was not a member, it would say join. And you would see that button there, opposed to the like button, which you normally see. So if you're looking down, you can notice different people who are group members can choose to post. So that's a feature and a setting that they have turned on, so anybody can post who is a member. And in the top right section here, you can see all different members of this group. And you can also invite other people who are your friends on Facebook to the group. Now, depending on the settings of the group, you could set it up so that if somebody could request to be a member, you would actually have to approve them, or you can set it up so it auto approves. So here's how you create a Facebook group. The first thing you want to do is log into your personal Facebook account and then go to this top menu here. You can see there's a little down arrow or caret, and I like to call this the quick menu. So you would click this quick menu and click the button that says create group. Now there always has to be an owner of a group, somebody who set it up in the first place. So if I was going to create a group, that would be me. I would become the owner of the group. Once you hit that button, create group, this is what pops up. You have the chance to name your group, add at least one member, do some very simple privacy settings, public, do you want anyone to see the group, its members and their posts, closed, people can find the group and see who's in it, but only the members can see the posts, or secret, that meaning that only members can find the group and see the posts. That's essentially invitation only. Then once you hit the create button, this option comes up, which you can skip. That gives you an icon option, and for Rotary, I don't know that any of these really quite apply, so I might just go ahead and hit the skip button. Once you do that, it brings you to this group page. So you can see here the group is pretty bland, and it's actually prompting you to follow a couple steps. I highly encourage you to follow them. So first, what you might want to do is upload the photo. So you would get this cover photo size, this large photo at the very top of your group. Next thing you would want to do is add a description. So just tell people what the group is about. Next, you want to add an icon. So remember those awful symbols we just skipped? Well, now you have a chance to go ahead and add an icon that people would recognize being your Rotary district or your Rotary club. And then lastly, it asks you to add a cover here, but you've really already done that up here. So these are the three things to really pay attention to go ahead and fill out your group profile. Next, you want to invite people to your group. Here's a hint about this. They actually need to be your friend on Facebook to invite them to the group. So here's how you would do this. You would go to the group, and then in this top right menu, signified by 3 dots, you would click Add People. Once you do that, you start to type a name of your friend that you think is appropriate to add to the group. Once you type their first, and sometimes once you start to type their last name, they'll come up in a menu, and so you can just choose them and hit the Add button. Next, you can choose to edit group settings. So in the top right, that menu signified by 3 dots again, you can click that and then hit Edit Group Settings. Once you do that, you have the option to change privacy settings. So maybe you've changed your mind just about how public you'd like this group to be. And this is that membership approval. So you can choose to sort of automatically add members as they request to join. Um, or you can choose that you would need to go ahead and approve them on an individual basis. If you want people to email you, you can go ahead and add that web and email address here. I think that's a really nice thing to do if you have a club, Rotary Club website, to go ahead and add your custom web address there in case anybody wants to reference it. Then you can add a description. Then you can add some tags. So if people are searching for a group, they might actually find you. So descriptive words like Rotary or your district number or zone number or maybe the city that your Rotary Club is in. Those are good things to add as tags. Then you can choose some simple posting options. Do you want members and administrators of this group to be able to post or just administrators? Now if you're just setting this up, you're the only administrator. In fact, you're considered the owner of the group. So you would actually need to add administrators if you would like to keep what's being posted really locked down. But generally, if you've got a private group, you want to encourage dialogue among people who have joined it. So I would normally choose to let people who you've let in post. So you want to go through your privacy, approval, contact, and description. And there you have it. That's how you create a Facebook group.